Hi, Pretty Panthers. Thanks for joining us again. It's Mrs. Nilsen, and I am here to share another really fun story with you. Today's story is actually going to be a nonfiction story, which means it is going to give us facts and information. And this week, we are learning about plants. So you may remember, I know some of your teachers have talked to you about things plants need. There are 6 things that plants need. Can you come up with 6 things that plants need? Number 1, soil. What's soil? Soil is like dirt, right? Yeah, they need dirt. They need soil to grow in. What's another thing they need? Number 2, they need water, and they can get it a couple ways. Most likely, they get it from rain, but you can also get it by watering. If you have a garden or if you have plants and flowers at home, sometimes you may go out and water them, especially if we've had really nice weather and we haven't had a lot of rain. Number 3, all living things, plants included, they need food. And we're going to talk about where they get the food, but a lot of it comes from the soil, the dirt. They need sun. Living things need sunlight. That helps make the food. They also need air. They need air, and plants, especially trees, help us make clean air so that we have air to breathe too. The last thing you need, this might be a harder one to remember, is space. Plants can't grow when they're all clumped together, so they need space to grow. So plants need, don't mind my pictures, soil, water, food, sun, air, and space. Okay, so before I start sharing a story with you, I have 3 big words, vocabulary words that I am going to introduce to you because you're going to hear them and you might say, Mrs. Nilsen, I don't know what that word means. Well, let me tell you. And I want you to listen really hard for when you hear these 3 words come up. This word right here is germination. Can you say that with me? Germination. And that is the sprouting of a new plant from a seed. So when you plant a seed and it sprouts into a little plant, that is called germination. So listen for that word. The second word is called seedling. What's the word? Seedling. And a seedling is a young plant or like a baby plant, a little plant. So when it sprouts and it's germinated, then it becomes a seedling, a young plant. So listen for that one. So we have germination and seedling. And the third word you're going to hear is pollination. Can you say that with me? Pollination. And that's the moving of pollen from one flower to another. And that makes and helps seeds grow. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that later. So we're going to be listening for these 3 words: germination, seedling, and pollination. Okay, and you're going to listen to them as I read to you this nonfiction book. So it's going to give us lots of facts and information. It's called Seed to Plant. What is a plant? A plant is a living thing. It stays in one place, but it grows and changes just like you. Plants can be big or small. Some have flowers, others grow fruit. Trees are plants too. Plants are a big part of our world. Farmers grow fruit and vegetables. These plants give us food. Some plants can be used to make clothing. The t-shirt that you have on is made from cotton plants. Other plants are cozy homes for animals. Parts of a plant, and this is fun. You can stand up and do this with us. It says you can use your body to remember the parts of the plants. The arms are like the leaves. Your body is like a stem, and your feet are like the roots. So the roots are what hold the plant in the ground. You can see it down here. The stem helps the plant stand up, and the leaves soak up the sunlight. But how does a plant begin? Listen carefully. Number 1, let's dig in. Most plants start as a seed. The seed splits open. A shoot pushes out. This is called germination. There's our first word. A new plant is beginning. A seedling, you're right, that's our second word. A seedling starts to grow. Roots reach down into the soil and a stem pushes up into the air. You can kind of see how it starts. And as it grows, just like you, the plant grows bigger and bigger. The roots spread out and down into the soil. The stem gets thicker and stronger and more leaves and branches grow. Remember, soil is another word for the dirt, one of the things living things need to grow. So plants need these things in order to grow. Water and some food come from the soil. The roots soak them up, kind of like straws. It goes down to the soil and it sucks it up just like a straw, all the way up into the tree. Sunlight and air enter through the leaves. Plants use these to make food. Plants also need space to grow. This is some fun plant facts. This palm tree seed, can you see that right there? That's a seed. Can you believe that? This palm tree seed can weigh as much as a 4th grader. It's the heaviest seed in the world. Look how big it is compared to that man. That is humongous. Scrub-a-dub in the tub. Plants are used in many soaps and shampoos. Did you know that? Paper from this book was made from trees, and a tree is a plant. One sunflower can make as many as 1,000 seeds. Did you know you can eat sunflower seeds? You should try them. They're really good. Bamboo, grows the fastest of any plant. It can grow as tall as a 3-year-old kid, oh my goodness, in one day. Look at this. This is what bamboo looks like. Can you think of an animal that eats bamboo? The tallest living tree is taller than the Statue of Liberty. So look at how tall that statue is. And the tallest tree is taller than that. Holy moly. Flowers bloom. Many plants grow flowers. They start as a tiny bump called a bud. The bud slowly opens and petals gently unfold. Surprise! It's a flower. Flowers make a sticky powder called pollen. Pollen sticks to birds and bees when they fly from flower to flower. Then the pollen rubs off on other flowers. This is called pollination. That's our third word. Pollination helps move the flowers around and helps them make seeds. So it helps move the pollen from flower to flower and then helps it make seeds. Now, seeds are important parts of plants. Plants keep seeds in different places. Many plants grow a case around their seeds. The case is called a pod. Peas and maple tree seeds grow in pods. So here's a pea pod. That's probably very familiar to you. And you may have seen these maybe out at recess. This is called a maple tree pod. Now, orange seeds are different. Their seeds are on the inside, but strawberry seeds are on the outside. But remember, fruits and veggies are plants, so they have seeds. Now the seeds take a trip. Some float on the wind, others are carried away by animals. The seeds fall to the ground, and soon they sprout or germinate, and a new plant grows. Have you ever had one of these? You ever seen one at your house or at school, and you can pick it and then blow? All those things that go are seeds. People and animals eat plants to stay healthy. How many plants did you eat today? So that sounds kind of funny, but think back. Have you had any fruits today? Those are plants. Have you had any vegetables today? Those are plants. So friends, that was kind of a fun story, but it was a nonfiction story. So it didn't, wasn't make-believe. It gave us lots of facts and information. So I want to show you again our nonfiction retell 5-finger chart. And we're going to start right here with the thumb. What was this book about? Was it about whales? No. Was it about basketball? No, it was about, you're right, plants. Now, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger are reserved for facts you learned. So I want you, when this video is over, to share with someone in your house a fact that you learned about plants. And the fifth finger is a wondering. A wondering is like a question. What question do you have after reading this book? There are so many cool things that we can learn about plants and seeds and fruits and vegetables and trees. I'm sure you guys will come up with awesome questions. Now, before I go, I want to introduce you to 2 new kindergarten words. Are you ready? This is my favorite part of these videos. 2 new kindergarten words. And if you have watched Mrs. Mundell's video, you know that you were introduced to or reviewing some digraphs this week. Guess what? Both of these kindergarten words start with digraphs. Yes, first word starts with a digraph, WH. WH says what. This word is what. What? What's the word? What? How many letters are in the word what? You're right. There are 4. How many consonants are in the word what? You're right. There are 3. W, H, and T, which leaves one more letter, a vowel, and it is A. You're right. What is this word? What? Good job. Ready for our second word? Also starts with a digraph, except this one starts with a TH. You're right. TH says th. And this is the word this. This. This word is a new word for us, but I know that you guys have seen this word a lot. In fact, it has one of our other kindergarten words hidden inside of it. What word is that? Is. This. TH says th. I think Mrs. Nilsen said it wrong earlier. This. So, how many consonants in the word this? You're right. There are 3. T, H, and S, which leaves only one vowel, and in this case, it's an I. What is this word? This. What was this word? What. This. What. Now, I want to review with you the past 2 weeks we've learned new words too. Me. Good job. Here. You're awesome. Said. Good job. And the last one? Want. So that is 6 words that you have learned in the past 3 weeks. And if any of those are still giving you trouble, here's a hint. I would practice writing them, maybe on a sticky note or an index card, and putting them up around your house or around your bedroom, somewhere where you're going to see them a lot, so then you're always prompted and reminded to practice them. All right, friends, well, it was great to visit with you today. We miss you, we love you, and we hope that you're doing well. Stay safe.